Welcome everyone, this is the BG Purist. I'll be coming at you with the 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup. And we are going to see the first round action. And in the last few games we have seen such a shift here. Mr. Light taking out his win, the Sprinter taking his win, but Al Bundy over Spartaco, a big upset there. And of course Wentros making it past Chelsea Zola. Of course I cannot get to all of these games, but I'm going to definitely try to. And tonight, we are going to see the Dark Elves taking on this human team, Velihopea. Oh, wow. The Champions Cup 15 winner, Velihopea, with the human team. And now, taking his human team here on through to the World Cup. Well, of course, you can't take the same Champions Cup winning team, but having 5 normal skills and a doubles going into the game, you got to be feeling good. And even one against a Dark Elf team with 4 skills. And how can they match up today? We'll see though. In the Dark Baguette Stadium, Dark Baguette de Lyon, coached by Parmenion 05, the Dark Elf team taking on the bashiest WSC team, Velihopea's human team. And hopefully he's going to live up to his team name for today's match, because he will need to get a little bashy against this Dark Elf team. And of course he will be, because he should have a lot of guard for today's match against the pretty much zero guard of the, well, actually not just pretty much, but it is going to be the zero guard on these Dark Elves. As you see there, we'll have this Witch Elf with the Wrestle, and then 2 Blodge Blitzers, and then the Runner with the Leader ability. And that is pretty much how I would have actually created my team for today's match. But we'll be facing off against Velihopea, a very strong coach in his own right. 3 of the Blitzers with guard, and then 1 of the Blitzers here with the tackle, here to throw with the block ability, and of course the Ogre with the block ability. It appears that the human team will be getting the ball first. Yes, they're going to receive it, and we are going to be underway. Of course, with the Runner with the Leader ability, it will mean 3 rerolls and a Apothecary for Parmenion. So let's see how Parmenion does with the Dark Elves that I would have played with had I been him. So now, the kickoff. Nice little kick here, change of weather, nice. Of course, in the beginning, the Dark Elves, not a lot of skills, and so maybe a little bit under the gun here, but with armor 8s, hopefully they'll be able to stand up strong against the bashiest team. But oh, that is definitely not going to be a good thing to come here. The big injury, and gonna have to let that one go. Just a level 1 lineman for now. Just going down 1, probably have to just concede that one, but plenty of more Dark Elves where I came from. We have to play 10 for the rest of the match, and that's never going to be a good thing. But still, when there's 4 agility, there's always going to be a way. And indeed, the crowd goes wild. How you doing today, scum? Humans are looking quite strong in this tournament, and for the first round, they definitely going to be. But boy, I wonder how they're going to look in just 1, maybe even 2 rounds, where the level or tier 1 teams will be able to catch up. There's a nice big KO from the Ogre, making do and good on the promise that he's gonna not bonehead it, coach. Not this time. You don't need skills when you can foul them to death and beat them down. Yes, indeed. Scummy definitely talking right in there. The KO yet again. Humans living up, and they're finally gonna use the Apothecary right there on the KO'd player. Oh gosh. Unfortunately suffering just a few extra injuries here and there. I almost feel like I would have let that one go, because I think the first half probably would have just conceded, let the human team just grind it out and then score it by the end, and then at least you still have the Apothecary, or maybe even save against an injury a little bit later on. Still has this vulnerable Witch Elf with the armor 7 along with the Runner with no skills that can definitely get bashed down by the bashiest team, the human team. So I don't know if I would have taken that for right now, because even right now with the KO and the injury, it's going to still be pretty tough to hold on the defensive side of the ball, being down 2 at the moment. Yes, humans, yeah, they're definitely out of bubblegum here. They want to make sure that they get this big win, and boy, I can't believe it. bashiest team not even having just so many guys here with the mighty blow, just that ogre, and has been able to break time and time again. Armor 8 even of those linemen, those line elves going down one by one. 2 KOs and an injury, but finally seen enough. Apo being blown there, but I don't know if I really agree with that choice here. Finally with the blodge and then the double skulls, that's going to be good. No tackle there, so more pushes around. Dark Elves going to have to try to hold serve here, and of course humans being up 2 on the pitch will be able to have this nice little cage, and not only that, nice little steamroll screen right in front as well. Not going to be too afraid of anything at the moment. Looks like though Velihopea still erring on the side of caution, going to use his 2 guard pieces for the corner of the cages, and not only that, going to leave the tackle for the back left. So if one of these guys starts to jump in there like the Wrestle Witch Elf, then at least we'll be able to follow up and take out the Dark Elf Witch Elf here that will likely try to jump in fairly soon, but I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. Looks like there's a bonehead coming out from the ogre, and that will end all the bashes there from him, and going to try to dodge away or actually get the 2-die block here. Just gonna be a push here and gonna go and continue to base up this human team. Boy, I like the play here. Nice and aggressive styles. And we'll get yet another 2-die block, but just gonna get a couple more pushes here. And I'm not gonna get too much more here as he continues to dominate here. The human team dominates there on this Dark Elf pitch. And like I said, I don't know if I would have saved that KO. I just don't know. But there, the nice big hit from the guard, bashing down the runner. That's the danger here. Having that runner on the 7, trying to hold things up there, and just gonna get bashed down for now. But later on, if he continues to get hit, he may find himself just a little bit too short on the Dark Elves. With no more Apo, he really needs to have the Armor 8 hold up for him, and hold up for him strong throughout the rest of this competition. Dark Elves, though, can definitely bash back if given the opportunity. But it's so difficult when you're facing up against 3 guard pieces to none of the Dark Elf side. And there, perhaps, I may have been mistaken about Dark Elves, hey? But we'll see. We will definitely have to wait and see. Defender stumbles, nice hit here. Hopefully he'll be able to get some armor breaks soon. But looks like it's going to be no. Earlier, a few extra pushes here and there, but it looks like now getting a little bit aggressive. Going to touch up the cage there, and I don't know if I like this, but there he will try to get aggressive and try to push this human team around at this side, getting past some of the front line people that was kind of paving way for this human team. But there, now the tackle blitzer, he's going to activate, and not going to activate to any type of goodness there. Just going to be re-rolling it into a push. And get straight back into formation. He's going to get an assist here, get another 2-die block. He's not going to go anywhere with this cage. And of course, no real need to. Up 2 guys, and still going to be in the middle of the first rounds, and so just going to bash on through, get the hit in, and going to get the blitz once again, or actually not the blitz, but the bonehead there. Once again, dodge away, trying to just get away from danger. And not thinking about getting another guy hit in here to weaken up his formation. No, he's going to opt to just dodge away, and if the dodge was no good, no problem. That wouldn't have really soiled the cage too much. Now the Dark Elves needs to get the answer here. Actually going to move right here and also mark that ogre. Very interesting moves here, but I guess why not? You don't want to have this 5-strength ogre wandering around in the backfield, in the foreground, anywhere. But he should be able to get a 2-die block here on the lineman, and also another one here as this human team is going to be screening up with his cage. Doesn't want to get anything too far past anything. More 2-die blocks, just more pushes here. Thus far, Nuffle has not necessarily been too kind for the Dark Elves, but we'll finally get the defender down. Not only that, armor break with the KO. That is very nice because now the people on the pitch just going to be one extra here for this human team, and that is going to make the defensive job a little bit more easier. Hopefully the blitz here not going to get too hard here on the Dark Elves. Just going to continue to poke away the Dark Elves, push them away, and then continue on with these cages and make sure that the ball is nice and secure. But it looks like he wanted to move up but then thought the better of it. Again, it's still just going to be round 5, so no need to rush, and just going to reposition there and move this guy for these cage here. There we go. 3 guys there on the front line with the guards. Should be a little bit safe there. Hopefully he doesn't bonehead it, but he does. And would have loved to have had a 2-die block on the lineman with block even, so gonna miss out on that little opportunity, but they're not gonna miss out on this opportunity. Defender down, die, and there's gonna be yet another KO. Oh man. Just a dagger through the heart there. The Dark Elves, right when the sun was beginning to shine, the darkness closes in and does make the Dark Elves down another 2 personnel for this defensive try. Now we have seen, say, Wood Elves put up a nice defense with just 6 Dark Elves left and was able to stop a very strong team, but the Dark Elves do the same here. I don't know. Big KO. Damn, muscle 1 yet again. The muscles are falling down one by one for this human team, and now the Dark Elves again just going to be down 1 and likely going to be continuing with the onslaught there. Defender down, die. That's why we get a Witch Elf here. Hopefully get down some more of these humans as another screen goes right back up, and not going to be too afraid. Humans likely going to switch positions here, take down this guy, and then after that, just make residence here in the center. Again, not going to make too much headway, but still going to be turn 6. This has got to be a little dangerous now. Needs to move the ball up the pitch fairly soon, but does have a little bit of an opening. Finally, the Ogre, no bonehead there. Yet another armor break, but this time just a stun. And will have a nice opening after a nice little 2-die block. Heck, even if it's going to be a push, should be good enough to at least push him away. Get the cage up once again here. Catcher going to be sporting here at the back right or back left, but looks like no, he's going to be trying to get a little bit more here on the top right. And the Ogre going to be, yes, holding up this top left. Boy, that is so critical here. Had the Ogre bonehead yet again, this would have been a little bit more difficult, but maybe not though, actually, because the Ogre boneheading probably would just been standing in the way right there, and then at least get another guy there, and then another guy there. Did have yet more personnel to actually make quite good use of. Dodge away here, trying to live and die by some of these dodges there. Maybe 1 and 9s, but it looks like though he didn't re-roll that. And instead, he's going to take the down on the dodge, but unfortunately going to break the armor. And there, the humans are now square with the Dark Elves on the KOs and all the injuries, I guess. Well, I wouldn't say injuries though, but it is on the pitch. The same number of people there, yes, indeed. 3 down on the left, 3 down on the right. Looks like it's about 8 on 8. Blood Bowl. This is good stuff right there. The Dark Elves just need to reposition themselves. Turn 7 coming up. Can't allow the humans to advance too much farther. But the dive in from the Witch Elf trying to go for it on the 5+. Can she do it? No, she's not going to be able to do it there. And trying to jump in there for the big hit. Oh boy, I almost wonder if that's even needed there. Probably should have just put up a screen there. Maybe just try to stifle up this human team. Force maybe to throw out into the catcher or something like that. Or make them do a little bit more of a trickier maneuver. But now it's going to be so much easier. Should be able to get the hit on right there and easily move the ball up here at the top left. Once again, Dark Elves going to get outmaneuvered there on the pitch due to the dive in from the Witch Elf, and I don't think that was quite necessary as of yet. Probably should have just held back again. Probably should have just waited until this turn to do the dive in, perhaps, because at least you know the touchdown's coming. But here, maybe trying to put some screen up, get the down die on there, and then just touch the catcher, and then maybe just make it to where the ball carrier doesn't have a real good solid place to go. Oh man, that would have been maybe a little bit better, but we'll never know at this point here. It's pretty much going to be one of those things where, we could debate that all night long, but in the end, It is what it is. There's going to be a hit here. 2-die blitz. And going to free up 2 of these Dark Elves. Hopefully be able to put a screen here, screen there, and a screen there. But I don't even see that how that's even possible at the moment. But looks like, though, we'll be able to get 1 over there. And I think here we should be able to get another one. Dodge around maybe. Could be able to get yet another one. And looks like, no, it's going to be that blitzer there at the back right. And then trying to get more guys here. Yes, and this is kind of what they should have envisioned themselves to do earlier, is just put up screen in the backfield. But this is going to be all too easy. Get the blitz here, and then should be able to open up some sort of space there right here through this little avenue, or even just through that avenue. And there, easy little move in for the touchdown. Probably the best idea, and now the idea is coming to fruition. 1-0, the human team almost quite easily makes it through after the Dark Elves trying to jump in there with the Witch Elf. I wouldn't say that was a bad move, but definitely it's going to be one of those things where it's debatable. Going for the 5+ dive in for the 2 red die block, where you're hoping for a both down or a defender down, or even a defender stumbles. And I mean, that's not too bad of a deal there, but you got to make through the 5+ first. And of course, you know, I've definitely seen myself make the 5+ dodges for the desperation blitz in there, but I don't think it was desperation time. That's the only thing. I just don't think it was desperation time. Yes, indeed. Hopefully the Dark Elves will be able to prove themselves worthy of my presence there. Of course, anyone who knows me knows how much I love the Dark Elves and how much I love playing them. And I'm glad to see at least 3 Dark Elves in the World Cup, and hopefully they'll be able to represent. Now there's going to be 10 Dark Elves on the pitch, and it looks like 9 on 9 though. But the difference here, humans, going to be all KO'd, where the Dark Elves still with that injury, not opting to use the APO on him because it was the first injury in the game. But too many KOs meant that it was just a little bit more untenable for the Dark Elves in the first half. Hopefully, though, the Dark Elves will be able to get some sort of help here for maybe a one-turner, but it's going to be difficult, though. Armor, the movement 7 there, not an easy proposition to get that one-move touchdown, especially if the humans are going to be putting themselves up for it, and looks like he kind of does. So the Dark Elves will be happy going into the end of the first half with a surf here. So a little bit of a misread there, and actually opted to go for the both down die after getting the defender stumbles. I kind of would have liked the down die. That's kind of the same difference-ish. Not like it's going to make a difference on the number of the piss. So I think a big error right there. Probably should have just taken the defender stumbles, and then that's the same thing as the hit. I mean, same thing. But there's the apothecary. There's the big injury coming out. The humans are gonna be using his APO, and then now will be a little bit scarier. But at least the humans will maybe have his full complement back in the next half. Actually, it's 10 on 9 because the humans does have an extra guy to come in from the beginning. That's a nice thing. Again, playing as a human team can have an extra person to come in and play for them. Yes, indeed. How about that new Dark Elf Blizzard? Oh, man. That is wonderful. 1-0, though. Velihopea, the bashiest team, proving why the human team are kind of being hailed as the bashiest team, the humans, because of all that guard. But Dark Elf's giving it as much as he's getting it. That right there, my friends, is going to be the nice big difference here in today's match. If the Dark Elves can stand up to the might of the humans. But thus far, looks like no. Well, yes and no, right? The Dark Elves was able to bash down and pretty much able to square up the numbers. But look at that, both the KOs coming back for this human team, but the KO not coming back for the Dark Elves. So they're going to be playing down to 9 now on the pitch, I do believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But they do have the offensive series, and so at least the Dark Elves will be able to dictate where the ball is going. You're down 1 on offense. Not too bad. You're down 2, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But because you have the ball, at least you'll be able to dictate where you want to go and then get the score in. And plus, you are agility 4, so not going to be too much more difficult. One should hope. But you never know. You never really know now, do you? The Dark Elves at least will have the rock here and try to square things up. And if they don't, then I don't know what to say anymore. But the blitz on the kickoff. Uh-oh, time. Ooh, the bonehead, though, coming out from the ogre, so he's not going to be able to move this blitz, but should be able to at least open up perhaps a hole and then maybe be able to get a human back there after the blitz to maybe that blitzer. I think that's going to be replayed, but luckily, though, the Dark Elf team actually chose a nice and tighter type of formation, so not going to be too easy, and the human did spread out nice and easy there, so might be able to put one catcher back there, but should be okay-ish unless an injury, another one, gonna be taking down the Dark Elf. More hits coming out, and that is quite a big blow. Wow. Gonna be standing back here, gonna keep the tackle, tuck it away, but he will move the catcher in to maybe field the ball. But the Dark Elves actually have just the runner back here, but should still be able to get a 2-die blitz on that ball carrier still, but man, that is definitely not something that you want to deal with early. There's the blitz here, and we'll be blitzing him the correct way there, but we'll get the defender down die. Dark Elves. Gonna love that here, and also the armor break, but just gonna be a stun on the 7 entry, and should be able to get a nice little ball pickup here, nice and easy, even getting the 6, but gonna have to drop back now. The humans should be able to flood now this pitch, and Dark Elves luckily starting here with the dodge blitzer. That is beautiful, but he's gonna have to dodge out yet again for the screen here. Oh, gonna fail yet another one. Nuffle just barely just making his presence known, like, hey, Dark Elves, I'm right here. I haven't gone anywhere yet. Dark Elves needs something here if he really hopes to try to square away the humans, but they may have to just end up scoring it fairly quickly, being down so many numbers to this human team. They're 11 on 7 at the moment, I believe here. No, 11 on 8 there. Yes, 11 on 8. So now down 3 personnel. That is a huge deficit, and one in which Dark Elves would not like to find himself in. He needs to get a couple of receivers down the pitch, though, if he hopes to try to get away. But the thing about the Dark Elves, they're not really a pass-happy team, are they? They don't have catchers, right? They don't really have throwers, right? They just have the runner that has access to the pass skills, but you have to develop him a little bit more. And if you were going to go pass-heavy, you might as well just taking a pass-happy team, like maybe the Wood Elves or even the High Elves or heck, even the Pro Elves. Dark Elves known for the running style. Gonna have to try to figure this one out. They can end up just throwing it if need be. Still has the Blodge Blitzers in hand. Still has the key pieces, though. I mean, still got the Wrestle Witch Elf and the Leader Runner and the 2 Blodge Blitzers. So, I mean, still not out of it and can definitely get some help here. And there you go. Parmenion does channel the VG and does start to get 2 receivers out. And it's going to be the guys with the Blodge ability. So there you go. Going to try to get away from danger. And I would suspect that he would just maybe re-roll that to at least keep the numbers advantage up and running, because you don't want to risk an armor break. But gonna let that one go. A bit more of a solid play. I like that, but at this point, can he be down yet another person here if that one ended up being injured? The way that the armor has been breaking is just so much more difficult. Some flashbacks to Sparkle. I don't know. That game was more or less 1-36s like crazy. Hey, what's going on, Crystal Hunter? Nice to see you tonight. There's a big bonehead. That's actually going to be quite helpful. The Ogre probably would have posted himself on the Blitzer, but now at least the Blitzer will be able to just maybe be able to get away from the danger. But gonna see the Blitz here. Defender down. I have to say, Human Dice looking so strong and good, but It always seems that way when you're kind of more or less rooting for a Dark Elf team. But of course, in my preliminary prediction, I did say I like Velihopea to win. So I guess if I want my prediction to stand true, then I need the humans to take the W, because boy, I've been wrong quite a number of times here throughout this World Cup. Don't you guys go away though, more World Cup action to come. This is the first of many matches to see. We're gonna see at least 2, if not 3 matches tonight. So this is the first of many, maybe even some more. I don't know. There's been a lot of Blood Bowl played today. It's like everyone got around the table and was like, hey guys, Wednesday, we're gonna play. Alright, you play, I'm playing. So Wednesday being the magical day in which a lot of games are played, we're gonna have to cover a lot, but we're gonna have to let go quite a few more. So now the Dark Elf trying to reposition, and yes, he does. Gets a nice little screen here, and that's the danger when you're playing against an Elven team. They can squirm away, and they can be quite difficult to deal with. And this human trying to get the blitz in. Dark Elves. How many times can the Armor 8 break for the Dark Elves? I mean, heck, when you think about it, the human team has Armor 8, and they're not even breaking that often. But I guess it's going to be one of those things where you start being down in numbers, 1, 2, 3, and then suddenly you just can't bash them anymore. You just got to play keep away. Yeah, it's been quite an intense game at the moment, where the Dark Elves are slowly and surely being whittled down as if they're playing against dwarves of all things, but it's humans. And it just proves to show that human teams, you just give them a little bit of daylight and suddenly they just rule the pitch. I mean, that's all they really need, is just going to be these few extra skills here and there, and suddenly they just look so much better. So much better. And if the one thing that the World Cup you could take away is that humans aren't as weak as maybe some people say, but definitely going to be one of those things in which, all things being equal, that, you know, the Dark Elves would be having 6 skills against 6 skills, then the Dark Elves would be having the nice distinct advantage. There's a nice hit here. Will get the stun, but of course Velihopea, he has proven that he can play this human team even in the Champions Ladder, where quite many teams look so much better than his own. He was able to survive not 1 but 2 Bashy teams, 1 Chaos Dwarf team from Crucifer, and a Lizardman team, and then just be able to survive all kinds of onslaught, even beat a High Elf team going through. So proving that he can beat not only just the Bash teams, but also the agility teams in these Elven races. So Velihopea, well versed in the ways of being human, and he is looking quite good at the moment. Lightly though, the Dark Elves being able to squirrel away should be able to get this touchdown, but the humans may have just let the door open just a little bit so that the Dark Elves might just get the score in. But with the humans having such a huge amount here on the defensive side of the ball, may have just thought that might just have decided, you know what, I'm going to let them have a small little bit of daylight and then just shut the door on them right when it's opportune, and then make it to where it's going to be so much more uncomfortable to deal with. And right there, going to prove that the humans can get back just in the nick. And with the 7 movement, with the 6 movement there for the linemen, they can get everywhere. Anywhere the Dark Elf goes, they can go. Move up here. Blitzers, 7 movement. Oh gosh, so much movement on them. So good here. And we'll be able to surround this line elf, make it to where he can only go one real direction here. I really like how this human team is boxing out this Dark Elf. It's not going to allow this guy to have easy help to come over here. If you want it, then you're going to have to do a 3+2+ if you want it. But they're going to be the 2-die blitz into a 1-die. Oh, just going to get a push, but will use that reroll quite early into the round and then dodge away from danger. And going to have to give the handoff here to this blitzer, I guess. Where is he going to go? But I guess it may be the touchdown area. He is just in range. Yes, he's going to dodge away there on the blotch. And actually not going to be in range. He's going to have to do 2 more GFIs. So going to have to get the screen here for his runner. or for the blitzer, I should say. There's the first dodge away there too. A plus on there. Oh, we're gonna miss the GFI by the end, and with no more rerolls left, the humans. Oh yes, this is what they've been waiting for. Luckily though, the tackle blitzer is a little bit far away, but I believe Velihopea already trying to get him open. Yes, he is. Love to do one GFI, but I do believe the blitz should still come out from the tackle blitzer, giving a 2-die blitz with the reroll. So here we go. Defender down. Defender stumbles. So many chances. This is going to be one of those things in which you can only hope you don't fail the GFI at this point. Can he do it? Yes. He will get the reroll there. No, just going to be a push. Just going to be a push. And the blitzer with the blodge going to be able to live yet another day, but the humans should be able to get a nice big old surround on this Dark Elf and make him pay. Thank you so much for that, Crystal Hunter. Thank you so much. It is a lot of work for us, and especially me. Woo! Oh man, there is the KO after Dark Elf not being able to have the opportunity to dodge away from danger. Gonna get KO'd for his troubles, and the blitzer likely gonna do a 3+ dodge away with a 3+ dodge away, and then after that just score it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's just also gonna be in range there. I'm really not envying this, but of course I have done this so many times. Well, I actually could get a blitz off here to pry away the guy in the back, and he does dodge away. Only a 1 in 36 would have failed that. Gets the push here, and all he needs to do is just make sure that this next one doesn't come up skulls, and it doesn't. So an easy little 2+ away, and likely if he fails the first one, not going to do another one, but I don't think he'd do that. He'll just dodge away here. And looks like the Dark Elves want a little bit more out of this, and we'll just stick the runner there, and that's definitely the right way to play. You want to make the moves first, make sure that you don't get 1 in 36, and if you do, then at least your runner is also going to be just in range. And he does get the touchdown, 1-1. Of course, 34. What could possibly go wrong, right, Scum? But the 2 injuries with the 2 KOs not coming back. Oh gosh, that is a huge blow. How is he going to play defense? 3 more turns left to play for this human team, as the Dark Elves are going to be outmanned and outnumbered. Oh no, that is absolutely a heartbreaker. Gonna have to hold defense with just 7 on the pitch, with the humans have 3 more turns left to play. Wow, 11 on 7. Andrea, nice to see ya. Good evening to ya. First of many matches here from the World Cup. And we are going to see how Velihopea wants to deal with this. And quite honestly, he can deal with it in quite a number of ways. Can definitely go down the pitch. Can definitely just make this touchdown. Oh, very sunny there, but that's not going to really help out. I don't believe that the human team is going to get any passes whatsoever, but it's going to be a -1 modifier to any passes. But still, likely just going to be running it down the pitch as fast and hard as he can. And then if anything, it's going to be a handoff. Likely no passes, but you never know, right? But still, 7 Dark Elves. And the Dark Elves, if they're going to have any hope of trying to win today's match, they're going to have to try to get quite aggressive now. And this is where the Witch Elf with Wrestle comes into play. Needs to get to the ball and somehow, some way, just make it work. Yes, definitely nice to hear from you as well, Andrea. But big injuries there. Just going to get a stun, but man, ill afford that at this moment. Another armor break. Humans proving thus far that they are the bashiest team. What in the world am I seeing here today? Tier 2 team human just winning ball games here. So many humans on the pitch. Of course, with the thrower, easily able to pick that ball up with the sure hands. And no failures here, no nuffling there at all. And the Dark Elves are just going to hang back for this time being. And I definitely don't blame them here. No other recourse to be had. I mean, what can you do? At least gonna get one blitz in, I suppose. He's gonna hit the catcher. Why not? Because he's likely gonna be the one ending up with the ball. But unfortunately, no tackle on any of these guys, and just gonna bump back that catcher, and then just gonna move up here to at least mark him up. But with the guard everywhere, should be able to at least move up one of these guys, get him in there, and then be able to easily outnumber the Dark Elves and get 2-die blocks everywhere once again. There you go. Gonna just at least get the push here. And here comes yet another 2-die block. And clean and clear. Gonna get the defender down. Die catcher. Should be able to get the handoff quite easily now. 2 more turns left to play. Humans just needs to get a little escort. Should have it here. There. Lineman already providing it on this left side. And heck, even on the right side. Why not? And if anything, push come to shove, then maybe be able to just make it to where he can have a shot at even with these other catchers. There we go. Now where's Velihopea going to go? Looks like it's going to be the right side though. Looks like it is going to be on the right side, or perhaps it is the left side though. And already moving in here and making it to where maybe the thrower might end up throwing it. Not going to be afraid of the -1, I suppose, but the tackle blitzer still going to be right there. Going to make things a little bit more difficult. Witch Elf, she's not jumping in anywhere. And right here, just going to guard against the receivers and likely just move this one into overtime, barring some type of huge maneuver. But again, Dark Elves are just completely outnumbered. Humans can just do pretty much whatever he wishes here. Can have these guys in range, the catchers in range here. Both of these catchers are in range with that lineman here and the blitzer even. So all kinds of ways that this Dark Elf team can get beat there. And dodging away from danger and wanting to go down here. There's the re-roll, wanting to get quite aggressive. The 3+ into the 2+, and gonna get the both down die. That's not good enough. Oh man, I would have loved to see that with those Witch Elf instead, but not gonna get the dice here, and unfortunately, gonna get paid with the Ogre Bash into the huge stun. There's the blitz here. Gonna just get that guy away from the catcher, so we just do an easy little handoff. Should be able to get another 2-die block right down, and not only that, but get the big armor break once again. Is this even gonna go into overtime? I think not, but just in case, you never know. Get one in for the long haul here, because this could be it. And it's not going to be the catch here. 3+ on the catch with catch skill. And just so easy. Now cannot fail a GFI. But he can break dance. He can shimmy. He can do the duck. And he can win the game there. 2-1. Dark Elves does have some recourse that at least he did score, and he did make the defense look pretty nice there at the end. As you see, their armor breaks just so good early on, and that right there was the difference. Was able to get that touchdown quite easily in the first half for this human team. Just some small things here and there, some small errors here and there from the Dark Elf team, just kind of amounted into a big thing, but nonetheless, there you have it. First half with the blitz with the Witch Elf to close the half. Probably should have took the defender stumbles to take him down, and then what else here? And opting to try to get the push though. I mean, same difference. Not sure what that was all about there by the end. And then of course the Witch Elf dive in by the end as well in the first half, and quite possibly didn't really need to do that, as the humans were gonna hold it for another round and likely move the ball up. The Dark Elves, all they need to do is get as many elves back there and try to make it to where they don't center themselves. And maybe just as we've seen there with the Wood Elves, was able to just kind of put 6 elves there and then make the touchdown nigh impossible. But there you have it, guys. Dark Elves gonna be falling there. Boo, Dark Elves. But at least was in the game, unlike some other games that we've seen thus far in the World Cup. Let you guys go away though. More World Cup action to come, as we are moving now more into the round of 1 here. Plenty of games played today. Let's go ahead and take a choice as I validate this match. And we are going to see here. What do I want to see here? Let us see. Let's see here. let's see, Ducky's game. Yeah, let's see Ducky's game. Alright, so Ducky's game is next coming up. Don't you guys go away. Of course, if you like what you see here and you haven't already, please hit that follow button. And if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out in the long run. More Blood Bowl action to come, as well as role-playing strategy games, as well as survival games to come. This is the VG Purist, and I'll see you in just a few seconds. I'm just going to take a quick drink, and then I'll be right back.